Now it begins. Yes, it's gonna start all over on needles and pins. I'm so all uptight about her. She makes every day a mystery, a true adventure. I should just walk away, but I know that I can't live without her. There she goes, messing with my mind again. Oh no, there she goes, messing with my mind again. Sometimes she does, and then sometimes she don't. Sometimes she will, and then sometimes she won't. Oh, there she goes, she's messing with my mind again.
Welcome to Thematic Nostalgia, and this is show number 31. And did you notice? We had an opening theme. It's long overdue. You know, all great shows have to have an opening theme. Bonanza, I Love Lucy, The Andy Griffith Show, and yes, Keith, even Perry Mason had an opening theme. Now, this particular song was written in the 1980s by my good friend Dick Perry, and I wrote the lyrics. But to be honest, he was the musical genius. I was his sort of tag-along. But anyhow, the name of the song is called She's Messin' With My Mind Again, and that's very apropos because Thematic Nostalgia is all about messing with your mind. So I hope you enjoy it, and let's proceed. This is show number 31. William Patton Black was an American musician and band leader, and he's known as one of the early pioneers of rock and roll. He played in Elvis Presley's early trio, and he created the untouchable sound of Bill Black's Combo. Now, Bill Black's Combo had 23 songs that hit the pop charts from 1959 through 1966. One was a top 10 hit called White Silver Sands. He had 7 top 40 hits, 10 top 100 hits, and the rest bubbled under. Now, that's pretty decent for an instrumental group. And in 1964, Bill Black had been ill, but he wanted his band to continue on touring. And it's a good thing he did because the Beatles had seen the Bill Black's Combo on the Ed Sullivan Show, and they were requested to be an opening act along with Jackie DeShannon and Frogman Henry for the 13 city tour that the Beatles did. And the rest is musical history. Regrettably, Bill Black himself passed away the following year of a brain tumor. So I'm going to play now a song from 1962, which is a cover of a Bill Haley song from 3 years earlier. This song only bubbled under at 114, but that's the one we're going to play because this one fits our theme. Let's hear it. The second song is a foreign language song, and if you speak German, you will have an advantage. It's by Edith Dieter Einziger, but she recorded under the name Lolita, and she began singing in clubs when she was a kindergarten teacher, and in 1957 she had a recording contract. Now, one of her hits in the United States was called Sailor, Your Home is the Sea. That was actually a top 10 hit on the Billboard pop charts here in the United States. But that song does not fit our theme. I'm going to play another song. I'm not going to tell you the title. That's part of the challenge, like I said. But this song entered the charts in February of 1961. It peaked at number 94 and is by Lolita. So let's play that one. See if you can figure it out.
Hieß Jimmy Joe und war immer froh, froh in seiner Heimat. Doch das blieb nicht so, bald zog Jimmy Joe in die Welt hinaus. Viel hat gesehen, überall war's schön, doch er blieb ein Cowboy. Und in dunkler Nacht, wenn kein Stern ihm lacht, denkt er an zu Haus. Die Sterne der Prärie vergisst ein Cowboy nie, sein Leben lang, auch nicht im fremden Land. Die Lieder der Prärie verlernt ein Cowboy nie, sein Leben lang, weil er sein Glück dort fand. Die Sterne der Prärie vergisst ein Cowboy nie.
A cowboy can't forget the stars that shine above the prairie sands. He knows he's in a friendly land. And a cowboy never forgets the songs he learned to sing and the friends who lent a helping hand.
Weil er sein Glück dort fand. Die Lieder der Prärie verlernt ein Cowboy nie, sein Leben lang, weil er sein Glück dort fand. Die Sterne der Prärie vergisst ein Cowboy.
This is our third song. And do you remember a disco group called Silver Convention? They had a number one hit in 1975 called Fly Robin Fly. And the very next year, 1976, they had a number two hit, Get Up and Boogie. That's right. Well, that's the group that's playing this third song. Now, this song fits the theme. The other two did not fit the theme. And this song entered the top 100 in August. It was August the 7th of 1976, and it peaked at number 60. So let's hear this song from the Silver Convention. Raphael Leon Rene is known professionally as Googie Rene, and he was an American musician, band leader, and songwriter. And he's from Los Angeles, born in 1927. Now, he played the piano, he played the organ, he organized combos, and he's recording this particular song, the next one up, under the Googie Rene combo. And he and his father, after he came back from military service across in Europe, organized a record label called Class Records. This next song is on that label. It's from 1966 and it peaked at number 77. It's his only top 100 hit. He did have one that bubbled under, but this is more of a jazz performer, not prone so much to the pop charts. So here from 1966, peaking at number 77, is the Googie Rene combo. Frank Zappa was an American singer-songwriter, multi-instrumentalist, composer, and a band leader. His work is mostly characterized by his nonconformity, his free-form improvisation, sound experiments, musical virtuosity, and a lot of satire of American culture. In his career spanning more than 30 years, he recorded under genres such as jazz, pop fusion, orchestral music, and the likes. And he produced all of the 60-plus albums by the Mothers of Invention. And he was, of course, in the Mothers of Invention. He would design the album covers. He would produce films. He also directed a feature film, and he had music videos and the such. He may be best known for a song called Valley Girl, which actually was performed by his daughter Moon Zappa. And the next song I'm about to play was released in 1979. It never charted on the top 100. It's classified as a classic non-Hot 100 hit. And of course, this is by Frank Zappa. And this may give you more help than any other song as far as figuring out what the theme is. We'll see. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed these 5 songs. I know they're probably obscure or songs you might not have heard before, but that's what this show is all about. So, let's go.
It wasn't very large. There was just enough room to cram the drums in the corner over by the Dodge. It was a 54 with a mashed up door and a cheesy little lamp, with a sign on the front said Fender Champ and a second-hand guitar. It was a Stratocaster with a whammy bar.
We could jam in Joe's garage. His mama was screaming, "Turn it down!" We was playing the same old song in the afternoon, and sometimes we were playing all night long. It was all we knew, and easy too, so we wouldn't get it wrong, even if you played it on the saxophone. We thought we was pretty good. We talked about keeping the band together, and we figured that we should. Cause about this time we was getting the eye from the girls in the neighborhood. They'd all come over and dance around like. So we picked out a stupid name, had some cards printed up for a couple of bucks, and we was on our way to fame. Got matching suits and Beatle boots and a sign on the back of the car, and we was ready to work in a go-go bar.
1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see if you've got some more.
People seemed to like our song. They got up and danced and made a lot of noise, and it wasn't for very long. A guy from a company we can't name said we ought to take his pen and sign on the line for a real good time, but he didn't tell us when. These good times would be something that was really happening. So the band broke up, and it looks like we will never play again.
Guess you only get one chance in life to play a song that goes like. Well, the years is rolling by, heavy metal and glitter rock and caught the public eye. Snotty boys with lipstick on was really flying high. And then they got that disco thing and New Wave came along. And all of a sudden I thought the time had come for that old song. We used to play it Joe's Garage, and if I am not wrong, you will soon be
The first song was Joey's Song by the Bill Black Combo. Now this song was written by Joe Reisman and Sammy Gallup. The Joey's Song was first a 1959 instrumental single released by Bill Haley and his Comets. It was one of that band's last successful commercial hits. The version you heard was from 3 years later. The second song was Cowboy Jimmy Joe by Lolita from 1961. I'll spare you my slaughtering of the German subtitle. The third song was the top 100 hit by Silver Convention, No No Joe from 1976. Now you could clearly hear those words as the song was being sung. The fourth song was Smokey Joe's La La, a top 100 hit by the Googie Renee Combo in 1966. And finally, we had Joe's Garage by Frank Zappa, and this was a classic non-Hot 100 hit from 1979. So let's continue with some more Joe songs. We're going to play a few of our favorites. I saw the film Cabin in the Sky on January the 19th, 2009. How do I know that? Well, don't ask, and I won't tell. Cabin in the Sky is a 1943 American film based on the 1940 Broadway musical of the same name. This was the first feature film directed by Vincent Minnelli, and it had an all-black cast starring Ethel Waters, Eddie Rochester Anderson, and Lena Horne. Now this movie was before my time, but I do remember Ethel Waters playing the sagacious maid Beulah in the TV show of the same name. It must have been in reruns because she played this role from 1950 to 51. And of course Rochester was Jack Benny's faithful sidekick on the Jack Benny program from 1950 through 1965. And Lena Horne, who died in 2010 at the age of 92, was a huge star of stage and screen and music. It's a terrific film. This film was selected for preservation in the National Film Registry by the Library of Congress as being culturally, historically, and aesthetically significant. And from that film came the song Happiness is a Thing Called Joe, with music by Harold Arlen and lyrics by E.Y. Harburg. This song was nominated for an Academy Award in 1944. It didn't win that year. You'll Never Know won the Academy Award for the Best Song from the movie Hello Frisco, Hello. Now, this was during World War II, and You'll Never Know was the sentimental favorite. In this film, Louis Armstrong is also featured as one of Lucifer Jr.'s minions, and Duke Ellington and his orchestra have a showcase musical number in the film. Check it out. You can watch it on Amazon Prime for $3. So here is that Academy Award nominated performance by Ethel Waters singing to Eddie Rochester Anderson. Happiness is just a thing called Joe.
It seemed like happiness is just a thing called Joe. He got a smile that make the lilac wanna grow. He got a way that make the angels heave a sigh when they know little Joe's passing by. Sometime the cabin gloomy and the table bare, Soon he kissed me, and it's Christmas everywhere. Trouble fly away and life is easy go. Does he love me good? That's all I has to know. Seem like happiness is just a thing called joy. He got a way that make the angels heave a sigh when they know my little Joe is passing by. Sometime the cabin gloomy and the table bare. Soon he kissed me, Lord, it's Christmas everywhere. Trouble fly away and life is easy go. Does he love me good? That's all I has to know. Seem like happiness is just a thing called Joe. Little Joe, little Joe, little Joe.
Hi friends, this is Christina, and now that you know the theme, I have some special thoughts to share with you. A great man was born in 1912. My dad, Joe. He was born 1 week before the sinking of the famous ship Titanic. A favorite song of mine was written in 1912 called Ragtime Cowboy Joe. Now, my dad loved the West, Yellowstone, where he worked for the Civilian Conservation Corps, and Phoenix, Arizona, where he worked for Grumman Aircraft Corporation. So he was a cowboy at heart. You are about to hear Marion Hutton singing Ragtime Cowboy Joe. Marion's sister Betty sang the song in the movie Incendiary Blonde in 1945. We will then play Joey, 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 sung by Peggy Lee, from the 1956 musical The Most Happy Fella. So sit back, put your feet up, sip a cup of tea, and enjoy.
He always sings raggy music to the cattle as he swings back and forward in the saddle on a horse that is syncopated, gated, and there's such a funny meter to the roar of his repeater, how they run when they hear that fella's gun, because the western folks all know he's a highfalutin, rootin', tootin' son of a gun from Oklahoma, Ragtime Cowboy Joe. Swings back and forward in the saddle on a horse, pretty good horse that is syncopated, gated, and there's such a funny meter to the roar of his repeater, how they run when they hear that fella's gun, because the western folks all know he's the highfalutin, rootin', tootin' son of a gun from Oklahoma, Ragtime Cowboy. Talk about your cowboy, Ragtime Cowboy Joe.
Joey, 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 Joe, you've been too long in one place, and it's time to go, time to go. Joey, 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 travel on. You've been too long in one town, and the harvest times come and go. That's what the wind sings to you when the bunk you've been bunking in gets to feeling too soft and cozy, when the grub they've been cooking you gets to tasting too good, when you've seen all you want of the ladies in the neighborhood. I sing Joey, 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 Joe, you've been too long in one place, and it's time to go, time to go. Joey, Joey, Joe.
I'm sort of a Frank Sinatra buff. I think I got that from my mother. Anyway, I checked my 1,127 Frank Sinatra singles I have in my library. Not in my iTunes library. This is a different library. And I looked for Joe's songs, and I only saw two. One was an ode to Billy Joe. Of course, that's a cover of a Bobby Gentry song. And the other is the one I'm going to play in the next set. And then I'm going to follow that by another Joe song that I really liked as a teenager. I don't know why when I look back on it from this vantage point, but it made you feel tough. It was called Killer Joe by the Rockefellers. So if you haven't heard them for a while, I hope you will remember them fondly. Let's play those two.
Don't cry, Joe. Let her go, let her go, let her go. Don't cry, Joe. Let her go, let her go, let her go. You got to realize this is the wind-up. You're gonna feel much better once you make your mind up. Don't cry, Joe. Let her go, let her go, let her go. So you lost your gal, it's happened many times before. So you sit and mope like a dope, what's that good for? Get a hold of yourself, forget her. You lived long before you met her. There are lots of other girls. So I say don't Don't cry, Joe. Let her go, let her go, let her go. You've got to realize this is the wind-up. You'll feel much better once you've made your mind up. Don't cry, Joe. Let her go, let her go, let her go. Take a look around and see just what you're missing. You'll soon forget your troubles, Joe, if you'd only listen. So don't cry, Joe. Let her go. Better forget her. Let her go. Joe, let her go. Poor Joe.
We're going to close the show now with two more Joey songs, and I dare say most of you probably have never heard these songs or even the artists, but they're pretty good songs, and I think you should be exposed to them personally. And I know that I'm leaving off so many Joe songs or Joey songs. We can go on and have several more Joe song shows. I know I'm leaving off Hey Joe, a big song covered so many times, Down at Papa Joe's by the Dixie Bells, Mexican Joe by Pat Boone, Hold'em Joe by Harry Belafonte, Cotton Eye Joe by Rednecks, Drop It Joe by Connie Francis, Coco Joe by Jerry Reed, and really I can go on, but in the interest of time I'll stop at this point. So let's enjoy our last two Joe songs, and I hope you enjoy them as much as I do.
Jimmy kissed me
in the springtime. Tommy kissed me in the fall. But I remember only Joey. Joey kissed me not at all. Jimmy sang the sweetest love songs. Tommy watched me hopefully. But I remember only Joey. Joey stole my heart from me. Every now and then Joey wandered by. How I wished that he would stay. Then I breathed a sigh and I wondered why he never even looked my way. Jimmy always sent me flowers. Tommy often did the same. But I remember only Joey. Joey made me change my name. Jimmy always sent me flowers. Tommy often did the same. But I remember only Joey. Joey made me change my name. Joey made me change my name.
Why did you have to go? I've been crying so hard.
Well, it's time to close the show. I hope you've enjoyed the new opening theme. But what good is an opening theme without a closing theme? We've had so many great closing themes throughout television history. I think I should play a closing theme for Thematic Nostalgia. And this again is another song written by Richard Perry, lyrics by your host, and it's called I've Loved You Just the Same. In parting, let me tell you, and I swear that I'm sincere, I'd give the world and all I own if I could keep you here. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about for Thematic Nostalgia. We want to keep you here. Come on back, and next time we'll have another new theme, Thematic Nostalgia, show number 31. The theme was Joey songs.
Until we meet again, happy trails to you. Keep smiling until then, happy trails to you. Till we meet again.
In parting, let me tell you, and I swear that I am sincere, I'd give the world and all I own if I could keep you here. And have I never told you, can you please believe my claim? Through it all I've loved you just the same. Just the same.
Y'all come back now, dear.